ladies and gentlemen, I would like you to use your classroom links to get to Panzoid.com. When you get to Panzoid.com, we're going to play with Clip Maker 2. Click on Clip Maker. Make sure your volume, whenever you test one of these, is a little low because they often put the music quite loud. And hit New Project. And on the New Project list, slide down and find one that you want to fiddle with. There are more creations that you can click on. I'm going to click on this gold one. And then when it loads, like I said, make sure you hit play with your volume a little bit low so you can see what you got. I had to set my volume to 5 so I could test it, but here you can see this is how it shows up on my screen. Once you've checked out how yours looks, continue to the next piece of training to learn how to change it. Alright, with it back paused again, let's look at how we can change this. So when you click on the first choice on the left, the resolution and the time we're probably going to leave alone. On the next one, you can pick the scene. It could be outdoor. For instance, you could put it in Mars, cloudy light rays. You get to pick which kind of place you want to put it. Why don't you fiddle with that and pick one? You could add land if you want, so it'll put land in it. You do need to be aware that you need to pause. And then sometimes hit the render preview so you can see it switch. So with terrain, mine looks like that. I'm going to shut off terrain, and I'm going to look at the preview again. Every once in a while, hit play, and that's what it looked like. I'm happy with that. It's fine. So then let's check what else we can change by clicking back on that group. So I'm going to go to the next one, and I've got a group where everything is grouped, and then I've got text, and then I've got the letter N, and notice they've got two cool N's. I'm going to change this to say Go Whoa. You could also put your name here, but I'm just choosing Go Whoa because I'm experimenting. So I click on the first one, and I make it a G. I click on the second one, and make it a G. And now when I hit preview, it's got a G in front of it instead of a whatever letter they had. Now you can see that the middle's not finished. Let's pause and see what we need to do to fix that. And it looks like the only thing I messed up was back here on the text N, I didn't keep the G. So now when I put a G in there and press enter, it converts the whole thing to a G. So I'm going to go down to the group A, and I'm going to make it an O. I don't need to rename the group piece. I need to change the text inside it. It would be smart to rename that so that it makes sense later. Don't forget to press enter to lock it in. Click on the second one and press enter. And I recommend for our project today that you simply do changes like this. I'm going to go to the M and make it a W. I'm going to go to the M and make it a, got to remember to press enter. Go to the M and make it a W. And I'm going to go finally to the last one and make both E's O's. With those adjustments made, hit play and watch how your whole cool title works together. And you can see that the template that the other people gave you makes it turn out pretty darn awesome without us having to do a lot of work at all. At this point, continue on and see what we can do to wrap up this little project. If you had more letters in your word, it just so happened the word name and the word go whoa matched up with me, you would click the X to get rid of the pieces that you don't need. I am not going to mess with the particles or anything from this set of 3D objects. I'm going to just let those stay the way they were. They've got a sphere that they use, and I'm going to just leave all that alone. Sometimes the more you mess, you can end up making your things not work. I'm not going to add any effects. That'll be for tomorrow's lessons. I'm not going to change the perspective or anything like that. You could take the time to add a custom audio file from your hard drive, but I don't have any, and I also have not checked the rules about what kind of music you can use. I do know that you want them to be short, like 9 seconds. And then the final step is for you to download your finished file. When you click Start Video Render, you need to allow it to complete the project, and then you need to let it do its work. It'll take a couple minutes. So while it is working, you can continue what I show you in this window. I like to use these on YouTube and also in WeVideo. And to make that work, you need to go to a third website. You can find this website by typing bit.ly/HLMT links. And then on the links, look for the videoconvertonline.com file. This is going to let us convert to an MP4, which is the kind of file we can bring into WeVideo. Once you've gotten to that website, it'll probably be time for you to come back to Panzoid and you can download your video. They'll tell you thanks for using Panzoid, and then you just need to wait for the download to finish. Make sure you make the name a lot cooler than this. I'm going to call mine Go Whoa Video 1, and then I'm going to make sure I put it in my downloads folder. With that MKV downloaded, then you need to go back to Online Video Computer. Like I said a moment ago, we're going to convert to MP4, so click on that launcher, choose your file, find your downloads, find your MKV file, make sure it is finished. If it's still working, don't open it yet. And then with it opened, so you can see here it's listed. We don't need to change any of these settings. We just hit convert. And if you wait about a minute, it will finish. And you'll soon see that it's received, queued, processing. And then when it finishes, it'll pop up this window. And you can save your project with a cool name like I have here. That's my Go Whoa title. Once you've saved that, pat yourself on the back. If you made something awesome, let me see it. And then you can head out to your modules.